Welcome, welcome, welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Well, I was in the mud trying to catch horses in a field. Oh, I don't like mud. Anyway, let's calm down. Let's enjoy. I've got my beautiful Gaia chimes. Lulu likes Gaia chimes. Do you want some Gaia chimes, Lulu? Oh, I can feel the energy coming in. So, today has been an interesting day, and I'm going to share with you my experience because I think it's important. I think we are, as I always say, connected for some reason. If there's one person that needs to hear something I'm saying, you'll find this video. I'm channeling from my spirit guides, and they have been very supportive of me. Last night, of course, the twin flame returned, knew it was coming, knew it, intuitively knew it. But it's again, what can we learn? What is this energy trying to teach you? What is the lesson here? And it took me a minute, it took me a while. It was a very sort of a tossing and turning late night. It was difficult a lot of the time, but today I got through it. I'm absolutely fine with my decision, with how I set my boundary, and I maintained it. I kept getting that. In actual fact, he himself said to me, remember who you are, at one point. And I thought, yeah, exactly. Remember who I am. Remember how far I've come. Remember what I want. Me, my heart, my soul, what I deserve. And it's not that I wouldn't want to make changes, because absolutely I would. But it's not time. And that is the lesson. Things happen for a reason. And I kept thinking and kept seeing my bridge that I talk about all the time with you guys. That last little moment, that last stage, that last step. And if you meet someone, or you are not on the same frequency with people that are coming into your life and they don't align, you should by now feel it and know it. And he's not aligning, and it's just not the time. And it's interesting how a journey like this comes around as we're going. Something will come along and it'll just remind you. It may test you in some way. It's not a test, but it will certainly make you think. And I'm not in a state of devastation. In fact, I'm still in a state of detachment, which I'm really proud of myself for. Because when I say what is meant for me will be for me, I have to action that. I have to try. I can't just say it and not believe it in my heart. And so that was my lesson from last night. That will be it again now. Months will go by, whatever it will be, but what will be, will be. And I'm just very grateful for that reminder, because you can't just say it. You have to know it. You have to feel it. And you've got to let it go. You've got to surrender to it. And I absolutely have not got any plan in my mind. I have left that to my spirit team. I have left it to my guidance and my divine plan. And what is going to be for me will be for me. So that is what I wanted to share with you, because every day I do come on and I say exactly that to you. I'm saying we are on our last, though that last little point now. We really can make change in our life if we just keep going, if we just focus, if we just trust, have faith. You know, he said he's got hope, and I believe that, and so do I. But you know, you've got to make sure that you maintain yourself and your focus and who you are. And it's about your inner work. It's about your inner healing. It's about you. And so I don't need anyone to be in my world, in my life, that doesn't add value and that doesn't align, because I have had plenty of people like that in my life, and they were my learning, and that was in my past. And now my future, I just leave to spirit. So I live in my now. So today I made sure I did my work. I did what I needed. I went for my beautiful walk in the woods. I literally had a very beautiful, peaceful, high vibration day. Everything worked out. I'm very happy. I had a nice, beautiful meditation nap this afternoon. I've just got in from the horses. I've made some food. I've now sat down with you at my magic table, and then I will just have a lovely night with myself, with who I am. And that's what I am happy with. And I'm happy. My dog is like literally murdering me at the minute. I'm not sure why. But anyway, she's feeling that energy. So let her feel it. Oh, Berkana has come straight out. We've got our beautiful reads on the table. I've also got the Ethereal Insight cards. They've called to me. So we are going to get some insight from Spirit regarding, we're in the midweek hump or slump. A lot of us feel it, don't we? We have that sort of a dip sometimes, but it's about getting out of it. It's about going over that hump. It's about continuing and going. I also have got our beautiful the Witch's Tarot. They've been calling to me, bit of magic today on the table, and I have got Trust in Your Own Magic cards as well. So what is my magic telling me today? Very important. So we will see. Anyway, let us start. Let us begin with today's message. Patience. I haven't read this now. Patience is bitter, but fruit is sweet. Believe you can. You've already accomplished half. So there is the message, exactly what I was saying. And you know, some things, the patience, you have to find deep within yourself, because, you know, we control our lives. And when you surrender to energy, when you surrender to source, when you give yourself freely to your higher self and trust with every fiber of your being, like I've had to do today, it really is about, you know, being patient, and what will be. And there is no linear timeline with Spirit. You know, time is whenever. We have had guidance that it's now, and we feel it. And I knew when I did the reading, even yesterday, that something was going to shift and change. I felt it, and it did. By 7:30 last night, boom, everything changed again. But coming out of the other side of that is liberating, is freedom, is knowing something of the unknown, because there is still no solution. Nothing's been resolved. But the picture I used to have, I don't have anymore. So that is the beauty, because how exciting will it be when Spirit paint my destiny for me, and it's there, and I start seeing this new picture emerge. I think it's just going to be super exciting, and I've got to trust in that, and I'm really, really happy with that. So there we are. Patience is bitter, but fruit is sweet. So once you get to that point, it will be very, very nice, because you'll be in a very different frame of mind. You'll be a very different person. There'll be a lot of lovely, beautiful, wondrous energy for you to explore. So good for me. That's what I wanted to share with you, my friends. Right, so let's go. Let's start with our runes. We've already got our beautiful Berkana magic rune. And Berkana as well is a feminine rune. I really felt today, gosh, got quite a few runes out. I really felt we've got our beautiful magic on the table, our unicorns. They're here all the time. I put the unicorn cards away. I thought we'd give them a little difference today. But we've still got the horseshoe as well that's come out. So luck, we've got faith, and we've got our 4-leaf clover. So we've got all of the big 4 runes today. So having faith, having trust, believing in your good luck, believing in your good fortune, trusting in what it is that you are being given and shown. I think that's a very important message for us today. All right, we have got Naughties with Bakana, and I wanted to say this is a feminine rune, and I did really in my meditation today realize and feel that I was very much in my Empress energy. And when you reach that point of peace in your Empress energy, standing in your boundaries, knowing your worth, believing and trusting and staying in harmony, that is a beautiful place to be. You know, we have Jira, so we'll have a little look at Jira. We've also got Othala, and we have got Uruz, the Uruz rune. Oh, it turned itself around that way. So let's have a little look at it. Let us have a little look at our runes. Bakana to start with. Yeah, Uruz has gone in a negative. Reversed indicates you've missed opportunities or neglected to recognize your own abilities to achieve success. You may be experiencing a lack of willpower or motivation, which can be both caused by perceived lack of progress, you see? So what can you do to restore your self-confidence and proactive energy? What fears, conscious or unconscious, are you allowing to hold you back? So there it is. Somebody here who's connecting with me might need to hear this. And that's exactly why I gave you my story today. I can't afford to let this 5-minute check-in, wanting everything their own way, disturb my peace and knock me off my focus and where I want to be and knowing what I want and need. Absolutely. And Spirit will show you that. So somebody needs to hear that. It's also about a rune. Uruz is a rune of sudden changes, often with unpredictable outcomes. In this context, Uruz upright is encouraging you to weather the upheaval. But if it's a reverse, in this interpretation indicates you are holding back from taking advantage of the opportunities that change and challenges present. So am I holding myself back? I don't know. But all I do know is that I will ask guidance from Spirit for that. You may miss out on something wonderful and experience stagnation and loss of momentum instead. So that's a very strong message for me to consider, isn't it? You know, am I staying stuck? Am I not moving forward? When you constantly let the same cycle repeat itself, is that, you know, and even though I know it was a lesson, but I've learned the lesson and I don't need it again, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I don't need that lesson again. So raw strength and power is Uruz. Let's have a little look at Bakana, because that was the first one that jumped out at us. No, it's not G-Rose, it's Ehwaz. Ehwaz is about regeneration and rebirth, changes and magic. And that is in the middle of the runes right now. So a lot of change and magic. And I said that straight away, magic was on the table, didn't I? It's often compared to the death card in the tarot. Through the runes, as we know them, precede the tarot. The death card is 13, the major arcana, and Ehwaz is the 13th rune. So when we think about the death card, it's about ending of a cycle. Magical uses, spiritual development, strength, personal and magical power, and good banishing rune. Interesting. And on the other side of it, on both sides of that rune, is Naughties, which is about patience, and Othala, which is about family and inheritance. And it was very interesting because I did pull my inner temple cards today and the ancestral card came out. So it's still, you might need to remember that you have a lot of power from your ancestors and they're around you right now. Very magical. So you might want to recognize that fact. Bakana is the rune of beginnings, new beginnings. So something is shifting and changing. I don't think we should think of Uruz as a missed opportunity. I think Uruz is telling us very clearly, well, certainly telling me. It was the one I opened to straight away. Now I can't find it. Missed opportunities, recognizing your own abilities to achieve success. So I just wanted, I like this, reverses and indicates you're holding back from taking advantage of this change. So something might be keeping me a little bit stuck. So that is a very magical moment with our Ehwaz rune. Interesting. With patience on one side. So have the patience. Things are changing. Just stay your course, I'm hearing. Have patience, Spirit is saying. It is there for us. Very magical. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I hope that resonates with somebody. You will know. You will know. All right. So, Ethereal Insight cards. Let's ask for some guidance, please. What would we need to know today? Halfway through this week, just before the full moon, what is the situation? All right, so we have got the mirror, reflect, review again, go within and reevaluate. Now, it was quite interesting because I was thinking about the situation with me, and I will share it with you, of course, because you might be in a similar situation. Often people will project things and it mirrors back to you. It mirrors something that you are aware of, something that maybe you think, I do that, or I need to take, I need to pay attention here. But it is about reflection when we see this mirror with this card of how far have I come? How much have I learned? Is it the same thing again? Can I get out of it? Whatever it might be, review. There's a review. Something's under review. Spirit often will bring something to you. And I at first was like, Spirit, why are you doing this to me? And then I did realize, actually, it is what my divine planning is. It is what my destiny is. It's what my soul asked for. And there's a reason for it. I can't not want it because it is there. And all I can do is look at it in a way in which I can learn something. And by learning is where you can let it go and surrender and grow. And that's the important thing here, because we're talking about self-improvement. It's about the self. So it's your personal development here, your journey. I banged on about it a little bit up front. So really understand that this is the time. And I did say that our time is not ready, my twin flame and myself, because he certainly hasn't evolved into where he needs to be. He's not aligned with me, and I know it. And I have got to accept that. I can't fight it. I can't control it. I can't change anything. I can just surrender, let it go. So that is my self-improvement. And any situation, you might have a situation right now. I'm not talking love situation. It could be something to do with your life that you do know that this self-improvement is important. And if you're getting this final little bit of hump that you've definitely got to go through or got to go over or go round, do it. Embrace it for what it is. Embrace it. Call it in. Say, I'm here. I'm going to take it on. Because once you've done that, it's done. You can then really value your self-improvement. We have got months, over a month within a year. So it could have been coming or been happening or been part of a year. It could be that in this past month, you've been battling this, or it could take you a bit of time before you'll see that self-improvement. There's something about you being unmatched, or this being unmatched, this situation being unmatched, whatever you take to resonate, but it's incomparable. And I'm going to tell you, for me, it's my story that is completely unmatched. It's so magical. Even magic isn't the right word for it, as far as I'm concerned, for me. So you might have a situation that you know that you could never have forethought, you could never have experienced, you could have never have written it. It was given to you, it was gifted to you. This is a rosette. I mean, it's almost like you've won something, you know? And that's how I view my story, my situation, how far it's taken me. I wouldn't sit here and talk to you if it wasn't for that story. Definitely not. So I wouldn't have been able to tell you 3 years ago, this is what I was going to be doing. Wouldn't have written it. Wouldn't have even imagined it. It was given to me. So the gift, beyond compare, unmatched, is something that is so precious. You do need to recognize it being as precious as it is. Authentic. It makes you authentic. You know, be your true self, your real self, being genuine, loving the fact that you've got this genuine, authentic situation that you can learn from and grow from. There's nothing that you need to hide behind, or nothing needs to feel hidden. If something you're not understanding, it's not hidden. It's just you don't understand it for now. But at some point, have your patience. This new beginning will bring it to you. Just stay in your authenticity. Stay in your trueness of yourself, of who you are, of what you're feeling. Incomparable. What is incomparable? What is it, Spirit? Then you tell us, please. What is incomparable? What is incomparable, please? There it is. Let's have a little look, excuse me. Oh, what is incomparable? Okay, so it's this difficulty, it's this training, it's this crisis, it's this turning point. That's what they're telling us. Like I said, you know, it could take a month, a year, it could have been a month to a year. You will know what resonates for you. It's go within. It's something that's going to be reviewed again. So it's your self-improvement. Stay within yourself. This is your story. Stay within yourself. Okay? Anything else here, Spirit, that you can tell us? Physical, tactile, affectionate touch. So something that the tangible evidence, okay? Something that maybe from a tangible point of view, you do need in order for you to be able to work it out, to feel authentic, to improve on. Let's just see what this means, touch. This physical, affectionate, tactile. What is this, please, Spirit? Can you give us a bit more detail, please? What is this? What is this, please, Spirit? Okay. All right. So something, fault, error, messed up, a mistake, and protection. All right. So all I can say, from what I can understand, what is Spirit giving me? There is a physical situation, something that brings about a feeling, okay? When we touch something, we have a feeling, don't we? And maybe it was something that actually caused you to feel quite negative, and there is protection to it. I wear my evil eye all the time. As much as I can, I'm wearing it. Okay, because I don't want lower energies, karmic energy, toxic energy to affect my peace, my energy. So there has been a mistake. There's been something that maybe you felt that wasn't what you expected it to be. Okay, it's a turning point now. It could turn this feeling, this error, this mess up. There's something is going to change. I'm coming back to this Ehwaz rune and this turning point. There's something that's a self-improvement, something you've done, a shift, energetic shift. That's what Spirit's telling us. And you're going to hear words of affirmations, words, speak with love. Someone's going to give you the knowledge, the information. Someone's going to give you this. You are amazing. Okay, they're going to be able to, something's going to shift. Okay, that there was a mess up, there was something that you needed to have protection for. Confused, maybe something that made you a bit confused. So perhaps you are just waiting. I think I'm hearing you're intuitively going to know about this. Patience is what you need. Okay, believe you can. You've already accomplished half. So believe that this is going to change for you. Perhaps when you reflect, that will be all you need to see how important this is. But I just feel like there's been something that's been messed up that needed protection. There was some negative energy. But these words of affirmation, this words of love, a situation, showing care with words, perhaps you've got to do that, maybe. But I'm really feeling like it is someone's going to give that to you, because you've been protected from something with this evil eye. And when you're your true self, perhaps those words of affirmation, you know, I feel that very strongly. You know, I'm holding back a lot, and I don't like to have to do that, because I just want to love. I just want love. I love love. Love is my go-to. That's how I am. And if I have to hold myself back, it doesn't sit well with me. And it's very difficult sometimes, you know, but there's definitely a bit of a shift, an energetic shift. There's a turning point. There's definitely a turning point. I'm going to just get my magic cards here. They're calling to me to give me some guidance as well. What is this shift, this words of affirmation? Can you give me some detail? Let's see. Who is this words of affirmation for or from? Okay, let's have a little look. Beautiful. The universe. So the universe is in play. This is coming from the universe. You have been protected from something, and you will, I think you're going to have this feeling, it's going to be as if the universe is giving you the touch, the love, the feeling that you need to know. I really feel that very strongly. So it's coming from the universe for you. And we have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So know it with expectations. Be careful of that. If you expect something, often it's not what you expected. And I started this reading talking about the idea that, you know, I don't have a picture anymore, and I just leave it to source now. I just concentrate on my now. My past is my past. I've learned my lessons. I'm still learning lessons. I'm still being guided, and I appreciate that. So you can see her sitting there very happily. There's a fairy there. There are orbs all around her, and she's just smelling the roses. So it's kind of like, I feel like, just smell the roses. Just wait. Because the universe, we are all just stardust. The universe is at play for you here. Okay? Definitely. Beautiful. That is so lovely. Thank you. That is so lovely. And lighthouse. They told me to look underneath. Don't doubt your worth. I'm going to take that out because someone needs to hear it. Mirror. Mirror. Something's being mirrored to you. Treat your body like the palace it is. Treat yourself like the palace you are, the queen you are. Okay? Remember I said to you about mirror. All right? So they're just confirming things here. Mirror. And they want me to take something else. Flower. Be honest with yourself. Okay? Mirror. And don't be afraid to sing. Beautiful cards. So the universe is telling you very clearly, right? You are enough. You can reflect back, mirror. Okay, if someone mirrors something onto you, you can listen to it and see what it's about. But just know that whatever is happening, it's happening for your learning, for your growth, because that is where you are going, is your self-improvement. But this is a shift in the energy. And this point for me, my turning point, has been last night. So whenever it's going to come for you, if it hasn't already, you're going to feel a very clear shift, because the universe is at play. All right? Don't have any expectations, I'm hearing. Okay? Only expectation of yourself. Okay? Smell the roses. I just keep hearing smell the roses. That's so lovely. Patience is bitter, but fruit is sweet. Okay? Can you believe that you are already halfway there? Can you believe that you have done what you need to do, your self-improvement, your personal development? Prioritize you. This card is about prioritizing you as well. Knowing your worth. Don't you dare doubt it. Shine your light. This is Lighthouse. Shine your light. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I needed to hear that. And this morning, Aurora came out in our TikTok reading. She literally flew across the table, and I had to stop, pause my TikTok reading and go and get it. And it says, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others. But don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. And that's what I keep having to remind myself as well. I am the guidance for my twin flame as well. So if I'm helping him in some way, good. That's what it is as well. It's not just all about me. When you are connected to someone, a divine connection, that's what you've got to remember as well. So if anyone's watching this and that's where you are at, I will just tell you very clearly, it took me a long time to recognize that fact. You can't control anything. Don't even try. Okay, right, my beautiful witch's garden. Oh, so lovely. I had such a beautiful day in the sunshine today. It's lovely, really lovely, walking along in my nature in the woods with Mother Gaia. Right, can we please have some confirmation about this guidance? Gosh, that energy came down. Beautiful, thank you so much. All right, beautiful. Okay, so we have 3 cards. Let's just pop that there. 4 of Cups. Look at that. Okay, 4 of Cups. You're hiding yourself. Look, there's something being offered you. And you're sitting under, looking at 3 cups, when there's something else, the universe, look, he's laughing. He's like, I'm going to give this to you. So whatever this is, whatever the situation is, it's because you are being offered this new shift, this energy, this change, this new beginning. You're being offered it. It might not look like it now, it doesn't matter. Shh, let it go. Let's surrender. Let go, surrender. Let Spirit sort you out. We've also got the Ace of Pentacles. And again, you're being offered something very beautiful, magical. Look, there is the universe. Look, there is the universe offering hands, something being offered to you. And I feel like you're going to know it. And you might feel like at the minute, oh, nothing's changing, nothing's happening. It's because you're just not ready to see it right now. But once it's ready, there it is. Dip, dip. It'll come down to you. It'll be there. And you've got the 10 of Cups. Happiness, wishes fulfilled. There it is, very clearly. So, wait for your moment. Be patient. There is a significant shift. Okay? Remember how far you've come. Remember that you are enough. That you are the light. You are the guidance. No one else. Guide yourself. Stay in touch with your feelings. Love you. Nurture you. Hold your own hand, I'm hearing. Hold your own hand. You don't need someone else. Okay? And you will be offered this beautiful, fantastic offer. Wishes fulfilled. Wishes come true. Beautiful. I want to take these cards. Just honestly smell the roses. Smell the roses. That's what I'm being told. Smell the roses. Intuition, you know this. You're feeling it. You know, especially when the full moon energy starts making a play in tomorrow. This intuition, I said to you, I knew yesterday when I did my reading. I had a feeling. And I really was not surprised when I saw my phone when I got back from my walk after 7 last night. Wasn't surprised. And I wasn't surprised at the way the conversation ended. I wasn't surprised in any of it, you know. And so use your intuition right now. I've had today my amethyst in my pocket the whole day. I'm wearing purple. So trust in what you're feeling. Trust it. It is your time. And there it is, soulmate. So something, you know, this happy ever after, perhaps you're feeling like I'm feeling and you're wanting to call in your happy ever after, beautiful rainbow, your 10 of cups. It's a soulmate after healing. But it's interesting how I did tell you my story and that he is not as healed. He is not in alignment. He is still very much. So I'm just there to send him some light. That's it. That's done. So it's interesting how healing is the card with soulmate. So it still can be about healing for a while. But just trust in this. Trust in it. It'll come when you're ready. Intuition, your gut feel. Know it. And you won't miss out. You won't miss out. What is meant for you will find you. And you've just got to trust the shift at this time. Just trust the shift at this time. Okay, doesn't want to give me my... Oh, there we go. Inner child. That's very important. Higher self is your inner child. So, self-improvement, your own personal development. You prioritize yourself. Make you happy. Find joy. Find happiness in every day. Children live day to day. And they are very magical. So find your inner child. Trust that. Because that's where the healing starts. Inner healing. Motivation. So maybe that little blip, the shift, this situation, like me, is a motivation for change, or motivation to go forward, or motivation to see something that you haven't quite seen as clearly as you are supposed to. The universe is giving you something. You are being offered. Trust in the offer. Let it happen. Let it come. And then you will see. And you know, I always say, the minute the door opens, I know it every time it happens. I don't have to worry about that manifestation. The minute the door opens, I just literally go through it. I just go through it. All the time, every time, without fail. Because I've got to trust in my divine plan. I've got to trust in my journey. So I'm hoping that whoever's listening to this needs to hear this as well. I'm hoping it's motivating you to trust and believe. Be strong. There it is again, healing. Healings come out. Stay focused. Manifestation, this is what you manifest, and communication. Abundance. New beginning. All the happiness in the world, my friend. All the happiness in the world. In abundance. Communication is so important. Communication from soul, from source. Listen to that communication. Follow that communication. This is what you've manifested for that 10 of Pentacles. For that happy ever after. So, there we are. I really hope you have a very wondrous evening. I will probably have a wondrous evening. And I will definitely share it with you, as I always do. If you've enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. Or if you want to make a note or want to say something, I love to hear from you. I'm always willing to reply. Just know that you've come across this for a reason. There is wisdom in my words, and you will know if this resonates with you, because that is always my intention. If just one person gets some help and guidance, then I'm happy. So you take care. See you soon.